36 years, over 900 career wins, 40 different first-team all-conference players, 6 trips to the NCAA tournament, the second winningest coach in MVC history. Just a few of so many amazing accomplishments on the field. Off the field, Holly Hesse is a relentless promoter of women's sports, a leader in the softball and Springfield communities, a teacher at heart, and a true legend of the game and a bear for life.
Missouri State was way ahead of the curve in terms of women's athletics because of Dr. Mary Jo Wynn and her leadership in terms of, once Title IX was passed, really getting women's sports up and running. Like this is team 56, so we've had 56 years of women's softball at Missouri State. If you look at like teams in the SEC, they're like on team 30-something. So Missouri State was 20 years ahead of other schools because of the leadership of Dr. Mary Jo Wynn. I love Missouri State. I love the people that I've had the great opportunity and blessing to work with while I've been here. I love the city of Springfield. It's a perfect size to me. To be here 36 years, a lot of it had to do with having 2 really long-time assistant coaches in Sue Frederick and in Beth Perrine. I mean, they are the 3 of us gave the program stability, which I think provided a great deal of success over those 36 years. And it has been just a blessing to spend my entire career here. If you're a strong leader, the first thing you do is you hire people who are better than you. And Sue was certainly better than me in a lot of aspects of the game. Infield defense was a specialty of hers. Hitting was a specialty, working with slappers, base running. She was really good in all those things. And my part of the game was pitching, which is a huge part, but a small part in terms of the number of athletes that I work with. And then had the opportunity to hire Beth, who likewise had been a head coach for 4 years, had been an assistant coach at some Big Ten schools, had a lot of great experience and knowledge. And she was better at a lot of things than I was, starting with recruiting, academic counseling, all of those things. And so it was really putting the 3 of us together that created a climate of success for us to provide a lot of high knowledge and experience for the student athletes that came through the program, gave it stability, and the 3 of us truly loved each other and loved working together day in and day out. And I think that was the foundation for a lot of what came after. Every player who has come through the program has impacted me. Every assistant coach I've had has impacted me and helped me be better, helped me learn, helped me grow. And my leadership skills have grown through the years. I've worked really hard at being able to connect with each generation. The athletes I coached 30-some years ago are very different than those athletes I'm coaching today. And I have been the one who's had to change. The most rewarding part is any day that I'm contacted by a former player and they send me a text message saying, hey, this happened in my day and it made me think of you and it made me think of what you taught us, and I'm just so grateful for the experience I had as a player. I mean, those are my happiest, most joyful moments. The funniest thing that happened that I can remember is the key point here, is that trip 2 years ago to Evansville when we get off the bus and everybody's looking for where the bats are. And it dawns on me they're in my back seat of my car back in Springfield, and we have absolutely no bats for the series. And just how the team handled that, how the staff handled that, was truly remarkable. Nobody got mad at me, nobody blamed me, and darn if we didn't go on and have one of our best offensive series ever, beating Evansville with their own bats. Actually, I think the team was pretty happy I left our bats at home. It was important to me that the transition from my leadership to the next leadership would be as smooth as possible for the program and for the players. And so, what has really been important to me these last 2 years is mentoring and getting a new staff in place that can really feel comfortable from day one. And I hope that that's part of my legacy is the coaches that came before me that built the foundation. Reba Sims, Kay Hunter, Mary Phil Dwight, Mary Carter. I mean, all of them really created the foundational success, along with Mary Jo Wynn. Gratitude. Just a great deal of gratitude for the opportunities that I've been given by Bill Rowe, by Kyle Motes, by Mary Jo, by Darlene Bailey, by Casey Hunt. The opportunity I've been given to be the caretaker of Missouri State softball for 3.5 decades. I've been truly blessed. It's been the joy of my life. And, I'm going to miss it. And at the same time, I know it's just time for me personally and time for the program to turn the page and start writing a new chapter.